Hi, I'm Nathan Kessler-Jeffrey, Executive Artistic Director at San Juan Community Theater. I have the privilege of working with our community partners, staff, and volunteers as we plan, schedule, and execute our season each year. Our programs include our community productions like Beauty and the Beast, The Drowsy Chaperone, Chicago, Time Stands Still, and A Christmas Carol. We also work with many community-led organizations to host their performances. San Juan Singers, Barbershop Bonanza, Melodious Notes, Spring Street International School, and our public middle and high schools. We teach performing arts and theater skills through our education programs for toddlers through seniors, and bring in touring artists like Jake Shimabukuro, Al Stewart, and most recently the Gothard Sisters. In our 2018-2019 season, we hosted 150 events with more than 14,000 people in attendance, and we are so grateful to be part of the rich artistic community here on San Juan Island. Our mission is enriching community through performing arts, and the pandemic has had a significant impact on our ability to do that. In theater, we use the expression going dark during tech rehearsal to warn the crew and the actors when the stage lights are going out. This is usually followed by a frenzy of unseen activity as the scene changes are made before the lights come back up again. SJCT is currently in a period of going dark. There's a lot for our staff to do as we prepare for the moment we're allowed to safely reopen. We've marked out our seats for social distancing. We're looking at outdoor performances. I'm working on guidelines for a virtual playwrights festival, and we've started a $193,000 fundraising campaign to replace lost revenue from canceled events. Everything you need to know about what's happening at SJCT can be found on our website at www.sjctheater.org in our Public Health Updates section. And as we return from closure, you can also check the website for our calendar with our upcoming performances. One of the questions I was asked to address is, what do you want the public to know? And I think it's this. The desire to come together and experience a story is as old as civilization. When we look back at the way the ancients imparted their wisdom and their values, it was always through story. Storytelling is so much a part of who we are that we will create spaces for it to happen. I've seen shows in civic auditoriums, Broadway, the West End, Lincoln Center, the great regional repertory companies, opera houses, and one of the few theaters designed by Frank Lloyd Wright. But I've also presented performances in backyards, parks, the basements of college dormitories, old fire stations, converted warehouses, school gymnasiums, and more. SJCT is blessed with a beautiful building built by Islanders with a vision to leave a gift to subsequent generations. But our legacy as musicians, actors, directors, dancers, choreographers, designers, technicians, our legacy as human storytellers is much older than the 30-year history of our community theater structure. What will it look like as we slowly and safely reopen the theater? We don't yet know. Performing arts events are likely among the last things that will be safe to resume. We are guided by our public health officials and the wisdom of our elected leaders. We will communicate what we can, when we can. But we'll be back. And I hope you'll join us. Because as long as there's a park or a field or a backyard where an audience can see an artist, this legacy of performing arts will continue. And I look forward to seeing you there.